Hey, so I'm gonna read something out of this book. This is not about religion, so please, has nothing to do with religion. This is all spiritual. Hope you're doing good. I found a new place to go today. I'm still in the same little forest, but just in a different area. And I actually really like it. It's more intimate. It's like more closed in, and I kind of like that. Feels good right now. So this one is called what I'm about to read is called What Me Worry. So it's about something about worrying, which is probably right in line with with for me. I do this all the time. All right, I'm gonna start. Okay, Philippians 4:6. Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. Philippians 4:6. So it's like, make sure that you are telling God what it is that you want and what you need right now. Okay, make it known. Okay, so it says, whenever a preacher begins to talk about worry, I sense a pair of eyes staring at me. Without even turning my head, I know that my husband is looking at me to see if I'm paying attention. I hate to admit it, but I'm a worrier. And precisely because there are a lot of people just like me, Jesus addressed this problem in Matthew 6:25-34, when he said, do not worry. Don't worry about the basic needs of life, food, clothing, shelter, and don't worry about tomorrow. Worry may be a symptom of a bigger problem. Sometimes it's a lack of gratitude for the way God has cared for us in the past. Or perhaps it's a lack of faith that God really is trustworthy. Or it may be a refusal to depend on God instead of ourselves. Wow. Some people expand the worry circle to their families, friends, and churches. They're a lot like the 10 spies in Numbers 13:26-33, who spread their fear and doubt to everyone else. But those who put their trust in God alone can stand alongside Joshua and Caleb, the only ones in the group of 12 whom God allowed to enter the promised land. Don't let worries hold you back from what God may be trying to teach you. He invites you to bring your anxious thoughts directly to Him. Oh, it's so beautiful. And it says, when you feel the tension mounting and across the busy day, only gloomy clouds are drifting as you start to worry, pray. And then at the very bottom it says, to be anxious about nothing, pray about everything. Oh, I love that. To be anxious about nothing, pray about everything. I love that. Okay. All right. I hear you, Spirit. Stop worrying. Fuck, it's so much easier said than done. Right? But it's like a distraction as well though. Worrying takes us away from the present moment. And the present moment is where all the gems are. It's the gifts. So, yeah, we got to stop the worrying, okay? And like I said, it's easier said than done, right? And we all have our, personal journeys, right? That we're going through, different things that we're learning. But the one thing, that we all have in common is we all worry. Every single person does it, to different degrees, right? I just knew it. Damn it, these mosquitoes. I was like, oh, I'm going to wear a tank top, yeah? Because it's hot outside, but these mosquitoes are crazy out here. They're out for blood. Fucking out for blood, I tell you. Perfect. This goes perfect. Yeah, this is exactly what we're talking about. Check this out. Thoughts, vibrations. Our thoughts, right? It all has vibrations and frequencies. So if we're worried all the time, that's what we're sending out. And then guess what comes to us is more things to worry about, right? Resonant choices, signature signals. And it's got this satellite, and it's like catching all the thoughts. It's like a satellite right here, which is kind of like our chakras, right? Like our crown chakra. We're catching all these thoughts. But, God is hearing our cries. And, I just feel like He wants us to try to focus on something else. We need to start to focus on where our focus is going in the first place. Okay? On the bottom of the deck, it attachment. So it's like longing for something. Trying to look for something outside of yourself, okay? So, all right. We hear you, Spirit. I'm just going to go with this, okay? Okay. All right, so we need to make sure where our focus goes, right? Where our attention goes, energy flows. Very true. Okay, so our energy is going somewhere right now where it should not be going. Okay, and like I said, you know, we all have you know, different types of worries right now. You know, but the point is that it takes us away from being in the present moment. It takes us away from being with God and one with the universe, and being able to call in the things that we actually need right now, instead of calling in more things to worry about. If we could stop worrying so much, we could maybe call in the things that we need that will actually stop the root problem, right? Like I said, easier said than done, I understand. Let's see what our guides want to say right now, okay? What do our guides want to talk about right now about this? Ooh, boredom. And we got 23, so that could be relevant 5-5. Okay, boredom. Very interesting. So it's kind of like Spirit is saying, you know, there's too much time on your hands sometimes, maybe. And if we could fill our space with, well, you know, just different things that would make us happier, instead of sitting there and filling the space with worry, right? But if we're busy, then that would help. Wow, exhaustion at the bottom. Okay, 707 when I said that. Teacher guides. Okay, so they're trying to teach us about boredom, number one. Okay, the guides, they're coming through our spirit guides and saying, you know, we're trying to teach you about boredom right now and what to do with your time, you know, how to spend this time that you do have. Okay, and maybe, you know, put some things in there that take up your time, good things, right? Things that make you happy, make you smile, you know? Exhaustion, I feel this heavily right now. Okay, so our guides are reaching out to us, you guys. They're placing something in our hands. And I feel like this is relief. Something, they're trying to give us something. One second. Okay. Planning something out instead of just sitting there and waiting for something to happen. Planning something out. Yes. We have to manifest. And in order to manifest, we have to meet the universe halfway, right? So it all starts here. It all starts here in the mind. Where is our thoughts going right now? Okay, so really think of that. Where are your thoughts going right now? Are you longing for things that are outside of you? Okay, I want to ask Spirit right now. Shoot, don't lose it, Shay. Oh yeah, right here. I wanted to ask, what is this that I see that you're giving us, that you're trying to give us right now with this exhaustion card? Spirit, what are our guides trying to give us? This gem or this star or something that's like being handed to us? What are you trying to say with this exhaustion card? Wow. First of all, learn how to say no. How's that? Straight up. The guides are coming through right now saying you need to learn how to say no. If you don't want to do something, you say no, okay? And no is a complete sentence. You don't have to say anything after that. No, period. There's nothing else on this card besides no. You see that? It's like no. And it landed right on the exhaustion card, so that's really interesting. Another card that came out with it is simplicity. Okay? So in other words, they're saying, stop making things so complicated and get back to the simple things in life, and you will have success that way. 10-10. Okay, simplicity. What's at the bottom? Acceptance. So accepting you, the situation, whatever it is, accepting it, whatever it is, okay? It is what it is. Accept that, okay? That is the main thing. And yeah, I feel like we're making things a lot more complicated than it has to be right now, okay? So this is an interesting reading. Balance is being restored. I'd like to get another one from this, to tell you the truth. Okay, so putting limits on ourselves. Not planning ahead, okay? And by not planning ahead, we are limiting ourselves, okay? So, and I feel like by planning, it's almost like we need to, okay, it all just starts with this. This first card that came out was it, okay? Where are our thoughts going right now? What else did you want to say, guides? We need to understand that we hold all the power here, okay? And stop longing for things outside of us, or being like, oh, I can't have that. I'll never have this. It's not going to be like that person. I'll never have that. No, okay? So all those thoughts need to go. The whole I'm not good enough, I don't have enough, the lack mindset, we have to stop. And I'm not saying to you, I'm talking to myself, okay? And the collective. We have to stop doing this, because we are pulling in the same shit. If we keep thinking the same shit, we pull in the same shit. All right, guides, what else did you want? I already knew this was going to come out. Life force. This is what they're teaching us, is about our energy, period. Okay? Where our energy is going at this time and how precious it is. Self-love. Okay, and a lot of fives are coming out. Okay. You need to pour into yourself. Okay? Where is your energy going? Okay? Think about that. Who do you spend the most time with? Think about that. Who do you think about the most? Where do you spend the most energy every day? You know, they say that whoever, like, you hang out with, like the 5 top people that you hang out with, you become like, or you are somewhat like, right? So we got to think about these things. Okay, I'm going to get one of these. I just want to see what comes out of this one. The star, what is this again? The Starseed Oracle. Yeah, that's all. We just need to think about where our thoughts are going. I think that I'm making it heavier than it has to be right now. I think I get way too hard on myself, and that's not helping. So it's like, because when I hear this kind of a message, I'm like, shit, Shay, you really need to start planning. And I know this, but it's like, I'm in some kind of a weird spot right now where I feel like I don't want to do anything, to be honest. And I'm being so honest with you and vulnerable right now. I've been feeling a little depressed, a little down, and I have been feeling like I don't hold the power. And I know deep down, like I do. I know, we all do. We all have the power to change our lives. Excuse me. Yeah, so I'm taking this in as well. You know, where our thoughts are going. Oops. Okay. All right. Coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. I have been dealing with this for a long time now. And I've gotten a hell of a lot better, but it's hard. You know, I'm still letting go of things. It's been really hard. My whole life I've been going through this since I was 15, and I'm 40 now, so yeah. Okay, all paths lead home. Inner authority and intuition. Turn your gaze within. So it's like we are looking outside of ourselves, trying to heal ourselves or feel better in some way with these outside sources. And God is saying the real antidote is inside. When you go inside, you're gonna find the prize. You're gonna find the antidote. You're gonna find the cure. So fall and I will catch you, he says. Wow. Whew. Intense one. This is an intense message. So, you know, we all look outside of ourselves at one point, you know, or another. And, you know, it's time to look inward. Let's get an angel. Sacred self, yeah. Yeah, instead of looking outwards, okay, for some kind of comfort, if we can turn our gaze within, and then not only that, I was thinking just now, creating new habits is what I was just thinking. That just totally, okay, so we need to start creating new habits, okay? All right. New habits, okay? That's what we're aiming for with this message, I feel like. We're creating new habits. And I don't know if you just gotten over and if you just healed from that, like maybe you just healed a habit or something, or you are healing some type of habit. If so, congratulations if you have healed. If not, congratulations for acknowledging it, because that's huge. To just acknowledge, like, hey, I have a problem with this and I need help. You know, that's a big deal. So let's get an angel to see who can help us with this. These mosquitoes are crazy. Mosquitoes wide, bro. Everywhere, all over me. Fuckers. Okay. So you could have people around you that are sucking your blood, like not literally, but like taking from you, taking your energy. Okay? Yeah, the Holy Spirit is here. Okay, so we got Melchizedek, higher learning. It says you have learned from experience and more inner study is now required for further progress. You have an increased awareness as well with Master Buddha, deep connection, and trust your inner voice. So you have these teachers, these angels that came out for you. This is who's with you right now, as well as the Holy Spirit, okay? So expect some kind of miracle. That's what this Holy Spirit card is saying. And this miracle happens when you start going inward, okay? This is an inner study is what I want to say. An inner study. Go inward. You have done a lot. You've done a lot of work. And I think now they're just saying there's more to do. There's always more to do. And it's not about like work. I don't like that. I don't even like shadow work. I hate that name. I hate the word work. I hate it. Ugh. So what we could do is try to change our perspective. Try to look at it a different way, okay? Like this isn't work. This is something that we want to do. You know what I mean? Because the truth is like we're doing it for us. We're doing it so we feel better. You know what I mean? Like who wants to feel like crap all the time? Not me, right? So we need to change some things, and that's okay. Hey, we've done a lot of work and came a long way, and now it's just higher learning. That's all it is, you know? Okay. I am not a woman, I'm a god. I am not a mother, I'm a problem. I love those words. I am not a legend, I'm a fraud. Keep your heart, cause I already got one. I am not a woman, I'm a god. Fucking song in my head for a week now. But yeah, you're learning, you're getting your power back. Yeah. calling your power back from everybody and everything. And yeah, especially by changing your thoughts and your vibration, that's calling your power back. So make sure you remember that next time you start thinking negatively. Every time you think negatively, you're giving your power away. Okay? I'm gonna think that next time. Every morning got a hollow in my heart goes. Shit. Okay, Golden Solar Dragon. Ooh. Okay, this helps you stand in your masculine power. And it says, let your DNA be reprogrammed and light codes activated. Become an inspired leader. There's something you need to surrender to about this. Like, I'm feeling that. Like, they're reprogramming you. You are being reprogrammed, your DNA, literally. So this is heavy stuff. Okay, you got the gold and silver violet flame dragon. Okay, there's a lot of healing going on right now. This dragon helps you transmute the old around you, okay? Does it with wisdom and grace. And it says, it's time for transmutation, magic, and healing. Offer service under grace. Can you see? These are your dragons that came out for you. Beautiful, no? Butterflies, you could be seeing butterflies. With a violet flame, you could use the violet flame to transmute. I know I do. DNA reprogrammed. Light codes are activating. Wow, your whole DNA is being reprogrammed. So what I want to do is ask Spirit, what can we do to help with this reprogramming? Stop worrying. Just heard that very clear. Stop worrying and have gratitude. And be flexible. Okay. What can we do to help with this transmutation, with this reprogramming? How can we help? What can we do? What can we do, Spirit, to help with this reprogramming, this transmutation? Why did I just want to come out? Balance, wish, and intuition. Well, how can we help with this reprogramming, God? Plan ahead. That's what we can do, is start planning something, okay? So start writing down, start thinking about, like, where do I even want to see myself in life, okay? What do I want to change? Maybe even write a list about some goals, like some goals that you have, like write it down and make a little list of, like, this is what I want to accomplish. And I was going to say, maybe start small. Don't make it so huge. Yes, dream. Fuck yeah, dream. But I'm saying, like, make it reachable for right now, okay? Like, reachable. Like, don't make it so huge where you're going to be disappointed in yourself and just be mad at yourself. So try to make something reachable, a goal right now, okay? Plan ahead, inner peace. So stop worrying, right? That's what he was saying. So Spirit is saying, stop worrying, plan ahead, and embrace this inner peace that we have given you, because they have given us this awareness so we could be at peace. Okay. Sweated on Kali Ma. Transmutation is going on. This is a transmutation. That's what this is all about, I feel like. Okay. Wow. Okay, let's see what God and Goddesses comes out. What God, Goddess, or Guardian is around us at this time? Yeah, so our consciousness is expanding, Aditi. So they want you to, yes, go inside, expand your consciousness, okay? And that is what's happening right now. But anything that you can help with, please do. Like having this inner peace, planning ahead, you know, changing your mindset, things like this. This is the end of a cycle. You are at the end of a cycle, okay? There's something that's closing out right now for you. I feel like you needed confirmation with that too. You needed to hear that, like from an outside source. I feel like to say, yes, this is an end of a cycle, and you're expanding your consciousness. Wow. Sacred medicine came out, and sacred contracts. Whoa. Sacred medicine and sacred contracts. Yeah, I feel like contracts are being broken, like the ones that are not in your highest good, and dissolved, and new contracts are being made where you can learn more and be more and just live more. Victory and success. 6 of Wands. Okay, you have victory somewhere, okay? So this is not just like, I don't know if like they're saying that you release this attachment already, or if it, you know what I mean? I'm not sure if they're saying this is, you know, past, present, future. It could be either three, either one, either three. But they didn't make sense. Either of the three. Anyway, can we get more on this attachment, please, God? Ah, here we go. Okay, so heartache and loss, right? Deception and envy. Wow, straight up. Spirit said straight up. Shit. Okay, so we have been through so much heartache that it's almost like you're expecting it to happen. Okay? You've been through a lot. Like, you've really, really been through a lot. And you're expecting this all the time. You're just expecting people just to, like, screw you over, kind of, in a way. And Spirit is saying, take control of that. Okay? Because you have released an attachment. Okay? And you did close the cycle. But it's this resonance. It's this, yeah, resonant choices. It's the residue is what I want to say. The residue, like, left over from this hurt, because you were so hurt. You were really, really hurt. And over is what I want to say. Like, continuously hurt from people. You were let down. Like, you were let down from so many people that it's like, it's hard to trust again. It's hard to trust again. Okay, what can we do about this? Work on your solar plexus. So work on your confidence. You need to work on your confidence. Okay, so however, you can do that with frequencies. You can do that with affirmations, or just by interacting with others and just practicing and building up your self-confidence. Looking in the mirror and telling yourself that I love you, and not beating yourself up. Okay, just remember that even if you don't like yourself, like, you're God's child. Okay, it just makes me sad that, like, there's so many people that struggle with this. You know, we all just don't think we're good enough all the time, and it's because of this. You know, it's because of all the shit we've been through. 33. You're becoming a master of this. Okay, prosperity begins now. This is when prosperity begins, when you heal this, your solar plexus, which I feel like you are in the middle of doing. That's why Spirit's bringing this up. It's because they're like, you are healing your solar plexus, but we need you to make sure that you're thinking good thoughts right now, okay? Anything else about this? I guess so. Celebrate. Okay, so celebrate the truth. You have found some kind of new truth out, okay? And it's, I think it's just like the truth of who you are and the power that we hold, the choice that we have. We all have this choice and this power. I think you need to, wow, 333, you guys. You need to give yourself a break. That's what I'm feeling right now. You need to give yourself a freaking break. 333, and then it was 3003. So threes are crazy in this reading right now, okay? So look out for threes and fives. Okay, is there anything else, God, that you want to say about this right now? So he needs you to celebrate because you have really came a long way, and you need to give yourself more credit for how far you have come, okay? You really have gotten through the mud. You are literally what, the lotus. You are, okay? You've been through it. This came out again, okay? And this is the Judgment card. Wow. I think, or is this Justice? I don't know. If you guys know, please tell me. Is that Justice or is this Judgment? The scales make me think Justice, but either way, justice is coming. And I feel like you are weighing things out right now. And you're seeing now, you're letting things go with love. Okay? You're seeing things more clearly. It's like you're like, okay, yes, I went through this stuff, but it's not the end of the world. And not only that, I am equipped now. I see the lesson in everything, basically, right? You see the lesson. So, all right, you're letting go with love. You see the truth. I asked inside, I said, well, what is the truth, God? And this is what he said. Empress, okay? And the universe. The truth is that you are a part of everything. We are all a part of everything. We are all connected. And you see this interconnectedness between everything and everyone, okay? And you are a creator. You are warm. You're loving. You're caring. You care about everything and everybody around you. And all you want to do is help. You just want to help people and animals and situations, whatever. You just want to help. This is a cycle that's closing, okay? This cycle is closed. And it was to show you who you are. And this is who you are, okay? Believe it now, okay? Because I feel like you're having a hard time believing it, maybe. Recognition and reward, okay? You are being rewarded for something. And you guys, stop. Check this out. These threes. They're all threes. 3, 3 adds up to 3, 3, 3. Behind it's a Hierophant. Wow. The Holy Trinity. Mind, body, soul. Wow. All right, you guys. You're being rewarded for your hard work. There's something that's coming in you're being rewarded for. Sacral chakra came out too. You're learning how to have, pleasure back in your life. And, your relationship with pleasure is changing. Please hang in there because you have really been through it. But you are expanding. Look at this. You're expanding. Okay? Wow. There was an attachment in your family that you just fucking got rid of. Yes. Yeah. You did. I just pulled another card. That's why I wanted to know. Like, I don't want to say something that it's not true. I trust my feelings, and I trust that God yes, you did get rid of this attachment in your family. First, you got rid of it in you. Now it's getting out of your family, okay? So you could be having family members around you right now that are acting a little different, okay? And it's going to be in a good way is what I'm thinking. I feel like you're going to start seeing the people around you, your family and friends or whoever that you hang around with, start treating you differently. I really do. I feel that. I feel like your whole family's being healed right now. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I trust my feelings. All right, you guys. I love you. I'm so sorry this is so long, 34 minutes. just know that, you know, God sees what you're doing, and you close this out, okay? This cycle is closed. It's just the remnants or whatever of the past hurt that you're feeling, okay? And that is going to go away. With every step that you take forward, it's going to drop off like nothing. You're not going to feel this forever. This is temporary, okay? So keep doing what you're doing, but also make sure you start planning a little bit. Like, write down the things that you want. Tell God what you want. Make sure that you are telling God everything that you want, okay? What did we read about, right? It said, oops. Oh, God, I'm getting eaten up. Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, and let your requests be made known to God, okay? So please tell God what you want. What do you want? Okay? I love you. All right. Have a good day. I'll see you next time.